Hanson got on stage singing again.
No, is one of them like a legitimate like movie star now?
What?
Is one of them an actor, like a proper legit actor?
I don't know.
You don't
Didn't
know?
hear that.
Is one of them like a legitimate like?
Oh, you've got the podcast playing in the background there, son.
Yeah. That was a mic check test.
Mic check 1 2. What's it all about?
It looks like I'm wearing a nice little neat and dapper shirt, doesn't it?
Oh, Davidge.
It's actually no.
It's just a polo t-shirt, is it? It's a polo t-shirt.
No, not even. Have another guess.
Jersey.
Ba-dow.
Kapow.
I wore a jersey for all but 2 of these podcasts. I like these Ireland jerseys. They go kind of
Assassin's Creed, bitch.
what happened to Assassin's Creed?
Don't know. Do you reckon
Just
Michael Fassbender's going to do it good?
Saturated, didn't it?
Yeah. See, there's some games that can like come out constantly, like one a year, and like not change much in it, and still, make money. Then there's some that you're like, no, you have to update stuff, lads.
Yeah. Do you know what? You're going to have to do something new. Like Call of Duty keeps coming out, and they got a good run. They got like 9 or 10 before it got really shit.
Yeah.
And even when it did get really shit, at least each game wasn't just a reskinned version of the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Johnny, I know what you mean. Johnny.
Do you know what would be good if they brought out a good FIFA Street? Remember FIFA Street was good?
Yeah, FIFA Street was good.
A class game.
That was
Do you remember FIFA 98 when there was the 5-a-side indoor?
No. I think was that when Pro Ev just started coming out then? Because the first year Pro Ev came out, I kind of jumped ship from FIFA to Pro Ev, and then I didn't go back to FIFA.
Them all the time just because it was like
didn't want to give up on like a child.
No, I didn't want to like. We'd be playing one game and then. Remember back in the day, you'd buy a game like every week or every month.
Thanks, Monster, for the sponsor and free cans. Nescafe, you're amazing.
Coffee and Wars, live on the OnFleek podcast. I like forced tweak.
Tweak. We should have called it.
I've only had 9 coffees and 3 cans of Monster today. Get off my back.
Dude, your chest is pumping out of your chest.
Dude, get down on the ceiling.
Not on the ceiling. You're on the ceiling. I'm on the floor, bitches.
That's not a knife.
Yeah.
Right,
this is a knife.
Start going record podcast. I'm just going to send that out once or twice.
It's Mr. P.O.B. Gislit's intro, I believe.
Is it?
It is.
Interesting.
Because remember I did the National Geographic. Right, over there in the corner, you see a Chewie the first 666, quivering like a little baby, and hunting his prey is POBG.
Do you know what, actually? Yesterday, again, I there was a link up saying, oh, rest in peace, David Attenborough died at 90 years old. And you just can't even look at that anymore. Because you just don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, I'll do an intro then. Okay. I don't have one ready, though.
I thought you were doing one there. I was getting ready for it. Like.
I want to be the very best. Bam, 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 like no one is. No, don't know the song. Welcome to the OnFleek podcast, ladies and gentle ducks.
You're all very welcome. Your hosts today are Chewie the First 666 and POB Gislets. Yeah!
We're back
today,
after a break,
after a nice holiday break, I got a bit of colour. What you think? It's called Not So White.
Off-white.
Yeah, it's off. I'm eggshell now, bitch. I'm eggshell. You should see the colour of the kids, man. It's crazy. Like, sun just bounces off them and goes, boom, you're tanned now.
Yeah, Kilter has a proper thick farmer's tan.
Ethan does as well. He was wearing a vest one of the days, and he's just got like the proper wife beater, like lines. It's good. I want him to wear it like that all week, but she won't let me.
Keelan has been like that for the whole summer, even since before the summer. He got burnt the fucking school one day, and since then that gave him a good base coat, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
a good base coat.
yeah. My
Never
mate,
short.
we went over to Download 2005, 3 day rock festival over in England, and my mate for the whole 3 days because it was the middle of summer and it was absolutely scorching. He wore nothing but a wife beater because he was like, I'm not coming back unless I take off my wife beater and I've got a white body underneath that looks like I've got another wife beater on.
Did
And it did. It worked. He was as pink
you
as a
also
lobster.
get sunstroke?
Yeah.
Did you ever get sunstroke?
No.
I've never got it.
We brought 3 tents with us, right? Because there was what 7 of us in total that went over, and we
Okay.
brought 3 tents.
Yeah.
And it was funny. We were going through the airport, and for some reason, I don't even know why, one of us said it would be great if we brought the tents. Like we don't put them into our bags to go into the plane because they don't get weighed. We just put them in our carry-on and bring them on, ignoring the fact that there's like spikes, pegs, and steel poles. So we're going through security, right?
Took
I
a
mean,
while to check in, did it?
yeah, yeah. So my mate went through first, and he just like looking, going, "What the fuck is that?" He's like, "It's a tent." I'm like, "You really think you're getting on the plane with like spikes and pegs and stuff?" No. And then you just
This
see
is
me mate,
9/11, dude. You can't just do that.
you just see me mate turn around looking at the two of us that were standing there with tents as well, and we are like,
Shit.
"Oh shit!" So before we even went through, we are like, "I got a tent as well." We got to make us, "I got a tent as
Yeah,
well."
I've got spikes and not stabbing equipment in my bag.
Yeah, so your woman's like, look, are they the plastic pop up ones? If they're the plastic pop up ones, like they can go, like, but if they're the metal
Like,
ones,
you're just like, while she's halfway through the sentence, you're there
you're
going,
like, no, 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 it's the full metal yokes. And she's
yeah.
like, look, just chuck them through anyway, right? So my mate chucks his through, and she's like, no, no, that's got to get right checked in. Chucks mine through, and she goes, no, that one's good. I was like, excellent. I didn't even know mine was the plastic pop up, right? We get to the festival, we find out why it was good. It
Didn't
was
have any of the pegs.
no, it was just a tent. It didn't have any of the poles,
So
any of
you
the
basically
pegs.
just had a big sheet of plastic.
Yeah.
Do you know what,
So
actually, that reminds me? You know this gangland war that's going on in the streets of Dublin?
no, and
It started to
educate me,
affect me.
educate me on this. I don't know about this.
So there's a gangland war, all the lads getting shot, as you know. Left, right, and
Oh
centre.
yeah, the mafia
And there's
crap. Yeah.
always armed checkpoints around the corner from the gaff, down the road from the gaff, and in Crumlin, where I switch from Drimnagh to Crumlin when I'm
For fuck's
driving.
sake.
And because, like, if the armed guards are there, there's not going to be any shenanigans. There's not going to be shootings right there, right?
Yeah.
But the guards are going to be there for 3 or 4 hours. So they've nothing better to do than to hang everybody for fucking anything. So, because of that gangland war and them selfish bastards shooting each other and selling heroin, I have to have tax, insurance, and NCT up to date all the time.
Bastards.
I know.
In about a month's time, I'd be fucked.
They didn't think it was going to affect me that way.
Yeah. Fuck them.
I went
Killing
in.
each
Are you
other.
familiar with Dublin Port?
Not superly familiar.
When you go in, there's like this thing that used to be a barrier. So there's 2 roads going in, and then 2 roads going out.
This
And
shit is crazy, Steph. This shit is crazy.
the shit's well crazy. Pokemon Go crazy.
Pokemon go crazy.
So I hit a checkpoint today going into Dublin Port. No, I don't. I work beside it, but the back entrance to the staff car park is just at the gate of Dublin Port, and it's on a one-way road.
Yeah.
And I came out and then went up, and a checkpoint came along, and I stopped, and I thought that he was gonna stop me and then walk in front of me, and then check my window, and then walk back out. But he wanted to stay on the side of the road, and coffee is in the box. What's in the
Coffee.
box?
What's
So
in the
I
box?
stopped about 6, 7 feet back, and he thought I was being all sketchy.
Points
And he goes, "I'm not
the
going
gun
to
at you.
bite you." And I
Motherfucker.
was like, "What's up?" And he goes, "Why did you stop so far back?" And I was like, "You put your hand out." He goes, "I'm not going to walk all the way over there." I thought you were going to walk in front of the car and check the window. He goes, I can see you from the footpath. And where are you going? I was like, I'm going home. He goes, why are you in Dublin Port? So they walk over there. I have to go into the port and then around it to get back out again. He's like, this isn't a pedestrian way. I was like, yeah, but I'm allowed to drive up and down that road, am I? He goes, yeah, all right, go on. Fucking waste of time.
What a dickhead. Coffee. Coffee is in all the boxes. Well, except for this box down here. That's hot chocolate.
Is that a hot chocolate one, is it?
That's a hot chocolate one. This one here is your mocha. Then you got your normal, just like, everyday coffee. Then you got your cappuccino. Then you get your latte. And I still got to get the vanilla latte. I want some. Yeah, I want some too.
Use
I'm going to have some.
code OnFleek podcast to get 5% off your next order.
Yeah.
Steph.
OnFleek fact.
It's an OnFleek fact, yeah. It's like our
monster sponsorship.
Buy in bulk and you put in the promo code OnFleek fact, you get 0% off your first order.
And 0% off every order after that.
Oh, he's just gonna go to Chewy's house and drink coffee.
Yeah. And rob the fucker.
Rob the fucker.
That's nice.
So, a busy weekend of sports, Schubert.
Oh, fuck yeah, yeah. Would have been a good one too, if my little love nest didn't get beaten like an absolute. Do you see how fast her face got absolutely smashed up?
Who?
Misha Tate.
I know, yeah, that was fucking mental.
That was crazy.
Her nose was white. Did you see it with the break?
That is not even funny. I was like, what was it? A minute and a half or something?
There was only like 4 good fights.
There's only four fights on the main card.
No, there's only 4 good fights all weekend. Out of 3 nights.
I was very girly when I saw that shit. I turned into the Hulk. What? All right. Yeah, there was. Well, I liked the Brock fight. I thought the Brock fight was good.
It's okay.
Yeah, I didn't like the Misha Tate fight because she got smashed.
That was a good
around.
fight though. The fight of the weekend was Joe Lozon, and then this next best fight after that was Eddie Alvarez fucking Rafael Dos Anjos up.
Absolutely wrecked him.
Yeah,
wrecked him. Dos Anjos though held on for a good while after he rocked him the first time. You could see he got that
on his feet, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got that clean right, and that was it. He's like rocking, and they must have done about 2 laps to the fucking cage as well while he's chasing them down, trying to get like hammered. Like
yeah, and there was 47 significant. Alvarez's stats were 47 punches thrown, 47 significant strikes, 47 punches landed.
Jesus.
So that's like 47 haymakers Dos Anjos took.
I remember when I was watching the Brock fight and it was like halfway through, they pop up some stats every once in a while, and it goes significant strikes landed, and it was like 15 for Brock, 2 for Hunt. I was like, shit, Hunt's doing nothing. Do you even see Hunt's post then as well?
After
he posted, yeah, not today. It was only today on his Facebook page.
What was it?
He said, could everybody please stop being salty? Congratulations to Brock, he's the man. Good fight. I never even got out of first gear or something like that.
Do it in his accent, go on. It's hilarious when you do accents. Do it in a Samoan accent, go on.
I do a Samoan accent. It'll just come out either sounding Australian or Chinese or something.
Okay, go for it. Say, can everybody please stop being salty and congratulate the winner, Brock Lesnar, on a fantastic performance in Samoan?
That's a bit long. Can everybody please stop being salty? Salty. Salty, sir. Get in there, bruv. I can't do it.
Can everybody please stop being so salty and congratulate Brock Lesnar? He's South African, by the way, not Samoan.
But yeah. But yeah, I thought that was good. Picture him with
the fight was boring as fuck.
Oh, that was the worst fight of the night. I was like, and I wouldn't mind. I didn't even watch it.
It was a lockout performance by him. He did exactly what he had to do, but he didn't necessarily have to
just sit on top of him and do
just
absolutely
smother
nothing.
him for 3 rounds, you know?
Yeah, he could have
He could have put
tried
on a bit of a
something.
show, but that's what he would have been doing, putting on a show. He could win the fight no problem if he just gets him, holds him down, and smothers him. Like what Brock Lesnar did.
Yeah, well, Brock got him. Oh shit! Hang on, don't talk yet. There we go.
Did you turn up full volume there by mistake?
Yeah. It went from like 22 up to like 95 with one flick. I was like, woo. I was like, please don't talk just yet. Please don't talk. Yeah, no, well, Brock got him down. Brock kind of suffocated him, but Brock was like trying to drop bombs. He was trying to transition. He was getting into half guard. He was trying to step over. Although at one point he could have got mount earlier than he did, and I was like, push your knee down. You're out of guard. Push your knee down.
Try and posture up once.
Brock?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, he was coming to in the last round when he was doing it. He was just kind of like,
You know, he was clenched down. He was
and
giving
he's just
these
trying
punches
to.
like that. He didn't once try and posture up and get a real ground and pound like a gorilla bash, you know.
No, what was it in the
He was
second?
that
In the
game
second
over.
one, he got Or no, yeah, in the second one he got high because I remember at one point I was screaming for him to throw the elbows because he had his hand on the mat and like Hunt's head there, and I was like, drop an elbow, and then he heard his corner going, elbows, Brock, elbow, and he throws one elbow, and that was it, and then put his hand back in again. That was when I think he was trying to step over to get in the Kimura or something.
He was good in the press conference afterwards as well.
Yeah, I didn't see the Joe Lozon fight though. Was it good?
It's fantastic.
That was in the prelims, wasn't it?
Yeah, he punched the absolute face off him. And he's a submission expert, you know.
Yeah,
His
Joe's
last couple of
it.
fights. And like his last fight, he was baiting fucking lumps out of him and he's turning to the ref going, he's out on his feet. Are you going to stop this or what? Or will it keep going? Right, bang, bang, 2 more. Now is it done? The ref's like, yeah, all right, we're done.
Yeah, right, we'll call it now.
Yeah, we call it now when he still has
I don't think his mom can recognize him anymore.
Yeah. But
It's
that was
like
a great
Misha
fight.
Tate's mother couldn't recognize her anymore. I'm devastated about that. I'm devo about it.
About which?
Misha Tate.
Yeah.
Honestly thought that was going to be a little bit better than what it was. Yeah.
I think it played out the way a lot of people thought it was going to play out because Misha Tate always starts cold and Nunes always starts strong. I think Misha Tate's game plan was terrible.
It didn't work for her or whatever anyway.
Her game plan was to weather the storm for a round or two till she gets tired and then gets stuck in.
Yeah.
So get your face punched off you during that storm weathering look.
That's it, right. Take a good battering in the first round, and if you're not dead, right, second round, that's all you. That is all you.
She looked terrible at the weigh-ins and all.
Misha?
Yeah, it wasn't her weekend at all.
No.
Did you see her nip slip at the weigh-in though?
No.
She had to strip down and go behind all the towels because she was overweight.
Always fire in a game plan. You tire her out and let loose.
Exactly, Steph. It didn't work.
No, did not work.
Do you know whose game plan did work?
Dana White and Lorenzo's?
Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah.
He went out and battered him. He did to Dos Anjos what Dos Anjos done to everybody. Except Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, well, stepping on the cable down there.
John Jacek against Claudia Gadelha. Did you see that one?
Oh, I did, yeah. I was devastated about that as well.
That was a great fight.
Yeah, very good, alright.
I love that fighter. She's so good.
You love who?
Joanna.
Joanna's a fucking weirdo. She's an absolute weirdo. She's so good. She's a good fighter, great and all that. Deserves the title, deserves to be the champion and everything. But she's an absolute weirdo. You didn't watch The Ultimate Fighter, did you?
No.
Oh, she's so weird. So strange, like.
In what way?
She hates you, woman. She hates her so much that throughout the whole show, all she did was just constantly sling abuse at her.
Sell the fight and promote the show. Yep. She said at the press conference afterwards, she goes, I've got all the respect in the world for Claudia. We leave it in the cage like we always do. Everything is fine between us now. I want to thank her for this, thank her for that. You know, we're friends now. And then, Claudia, what do you think about that? And she's like, no, I don't forgive and forget so easy. I hate that bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Because she's a psychopath. You should hear her on her show. She's
She's
like,
a winner.
out of nowhere, yeah, would like be a fucking gracious winner. And she was
No, she is a
pissed.
gracious winner. It's just that she has to win. The way she wins the match is that she wins them like the mind games before the fight starts. You see when she won the title against Carla Esparza.
Yeah.
Carla Esparza was absolutely shitting herself going into that fight. She was all, you know, she was confident by episode 1 of the Embedded series, and then by episode 3, she was afraid of her life.
I don't need to explain what the coffee's all about. It's sponsorships.
Yeah,
Sponsorship stuff. We have to. We have to.
it's about getting paid, Steph.
Yeah, you gotta get paid. This shit doesn't come free, like you know.
Yeah, it's about to get paid.
Yeah, get paid like Dana White and Lorenzo.
Look at the barrier. You don't just put that up for the good of your health.
Yeah. That is some payday they're getting, isn't it?
4.2 bill.
4.2 billion after buying it for 2 million back in 2001.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And Dana's staying on to work in the head office in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he will stay on as his
Face.
job is now,
Yeah.
but it will be more of a figurehead. And then the Fertitta, or not both Fertittas, but Lorenzo still has a minority share in the company.
Oh
And
yeah,
Dana
I thought
White
they were
still has
selling.
his minority shares as well.
I thought they were selling it all.
No,
Thought
they
that
did
was
sell
it.
it, but they kept a bit of it, like maybe 2 or 5%, maybe.
Yeah. And did WWE buy a bit?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's WMI.
Yeah, because the WWE official page popped up on Facebook that WWE bought a bit of it, where in the investment pool.
Oh, it's WME. It just looks like WWE when you're just browsing your phone, taking a dump, and not checking your facts.
No, because Vince McMahon's face is there, and it was on the WWE official news Facebook page. One of my mates who's obsessed with wrestling posted it.
Because the company that bought it is called. There's 2 companies that bought it. One is called WME, the other one's called IMG.
3 of them, wasn't there? There's something ICU or something like that.
Oh, you're going all crackly.
Yeah, I jumped over to get my phone. Yeah, because it was in that post because I thought I couldn't. I figured that WWE didn't have anything to do with it because you know the post that I shared
That's
with you,
the I've heard of it.
shared to you, didn't have them in.
WME, IMG, and co-CEOs Ariel Emanuel and Patrick Witzel said in a statement, "We've been fortunate over the years to represent UFC and a number of remarkable athletes. It's been exciting to watch the organization's incredible growth over the last decade under the leadership of the Fertitta brothers, Dana White, and their dedicated team. We are now committed to pursuing new opportunities for the UFC and its talented athletes to ensure the sport's continuous growth and global success."
Yeah, because the post that I gave that I sent to you, it does have WME, IMG, and MSD Capital. But I was flicking through Facebook earlier on, and I saw a wrestling one, like a UF or a WWF official news Facebook page or something like that. Had a picture of
So official news from 1998.
yeah. No, well, that was never going to happen back then. Shane McMahon was the one that wanted to buy UFC back then and told Vince McMahon, "You need to buy this. This thing is going to take off something fierce." And Vince McMahon said, "No, go fuck yourself," to his son, basically. And then it took off bigger than WWF has ever had, and
Yeah.
it's worth more. And Shane McMahon's just kind of sitting there now, going, "Fucking told you so." And the same with when he bought out WCW and ECW. Shane McMahon was meant to actually take over a new show that was going to be a mix of WCW and ECW wrestlers and be an online web sort of TV show only.
Yeah.
And all it was everything like it was looked like it was going to happen. And Vince McMahon pulled the plug at the last minute and said, "No, no one's going to watch it." And then like everybody uproared because they were like, huge ECW fan base, and then obviously all the fans that always watched WCW and didn't watch WWF at the time,
Mm-hmm.
they like were like, nah, you should have fucking kept him. And then Shane McMahon sat there going, fucking told you so.
Do you see when the UFC bought Pride? Or sorry, not Pride. Pride is just kickboxing, isn't it?
Uh, no, is it? No, Pride's not. Because thing Rampage was Pride's
Yeah,
champion
yeah.
for.
So anyway, when they bought Pride, right? They bought it for 20 million, right?
Hmm.
And they bought it, and then when they looked into it, they're like, "Oh shit, this place is 20, 30 million in the hole." All the fighters are on dodgy contracts, and all the contracts says we guarantee that while you're under contract with Pride, you will not get tested.
What?
Yep, that's in their contract that you won't get tested. You know, when you had Fedor and Vanderlei and all,
Yeah.
they're in their prime.
Yeah.
And Uberim, do you ever see
Right.
Uberim?
Uberim?
Uberim is Alistair Overeem when he was on steroids.
Yeah, I was like, I know an Overeem, but I don't know an Uberim.
So Overeem. Yeah, there we go. Overeem before and after. PED.
Before and after the testing.
So can I just save this image?
Just post it on Facebook, actually, in a message.
Just send you.
Yeah, just send it in the message. I'll just open it up here. I'll have a look. See how fucked up he looks.
This is called Uberim, which is what a lot of people would say is the greatest, most feared fighter of all time. He failed a drug test straight away after. He was the person whose first fight came in and fought Brock Lesnar, and it was like 7 months after Brock Lesnar had his operation done, and he kicked the lumps out of him.
I remember that. Wasn't that the one? Was that the one where you hit him in the solar plex and dropped him
Yep,
with the
yeah,
knee? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that was a beach. That was a
Look at
beast.
that.
It's
He's the same
crazy.
size as Lesnar. Like they were both at 265, and Overeem was an inch and a half taller.
Oh yeah, Overeem's taller than Brock.
Overeem's taller than Brock, yeah. Now, Overeem is a world class kickboxer, Muay Thai kickboxer. Fought in Thailand, and he fought in Holland, and he fought in Japan before he went to the UFC. And
Yeah.
now there's a title shot against Stipe Miocic, and I reckon if he can channel Uberim, that's what they call him when he was on his rides, Uberim. When he was called, his name is Overeem, and
Yeah.
they call him Uberim. But he's back in form now, beating everybody, and he has a title shot coming up in August against Stipe Miocic in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
It's going
Would
to be,
you would you be happy to see Brock come back full time?
yeah,
Yeah, as would
I
I.
would, yeah.
As would I. I enjoyed that. I was actually out of all the fights on the like I watched
Ah,
on the main
no, he's
card.
not the most exciting fighter. He's not a good enough striker to be exciting, you know?
No, he's not. It's not exciting, but it's just him. I don't know what it is. It's like whenever I heard that he was fighting, I always kind of like wanted to watch it.
You're a wrestling fan. Like when he came in, I was like, this will be great. Especially he's going up against Frank Mir and he just knee locks him. It's like, yeah, what did you expect? Then he gets his next couple of fights and then he's the world champion. Four
Yeah,
fights into the UFC and he's a world champion.
yeah.
But um, who Kane took the belt off him, didn't he?
Yeah, Cain Velasquez, wasn't it? Or
Yeah. So
no,
Kane,
he
knows.
fought. Shane Carwin was just before Cain, wasn't it? He
Yeah.
beat Carwin, then Cain Velasquez beat him, then Shane Carwin beat Velasquez for the title, wasn't it? After that.
So Kane took the belt off of Brock to be for Kane's second time being the champion, and then he fought those something for the third time. That's another good fight that's coming up. Yeah, I think it'd be cool to have him back. You know, if he does like a 4-fight contract, I don't think, you know, he can't take a hit that good.
Yeah.
But he survived a full punch from Mark Hunt like nobody else has.
Yeah.
Fair enough, it broke his face, but he was still awake after.
2.5 million he got for that.
Nice, eh?
You know, he's only net worth. His net worth right now, like, because I googled it after I wanted to see how much he was worth. It's only 16 million.
Really, yeah. You were saying though that the pay is really bad in WWE.
It is, yeah. Although at one point when it was like the Attitude Era and like WWF when it changed just from WWF to WWE, the Attitude Era was going and I had a huge fan base back then. That at one point Stone Cold Steve Austin was paid more than the highest paid NFL football player in the
Really?
NFL at the time. In the NFL at the time, because he brought in the biggest books.
Pay-per-view. That's when the
Yeah,
pay-per-view started, wasn't it, with boxing and all that?
yeah.
Yeah, big time.
So he started making more than any NFL football player, which was crazy at the time.
I like what Brock was saying, like when he first announced that he was going to be at UFC 200, when it wasn't for the belt or anything like that, non-ranking rat, and you know, he
Yeah.
go, I'm a prize fighter. I've been brought in here to fight for money. End of story. Yeah, and yeah, I'm a white boy that's jacked. And yeah, I got a 3-month pass on the PED tests.
But
He did have to piss clean. What is that?
it's my new phone case.
What is it?
Army of Two Devil Cartel.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
He did have to take a piss test, but he didn't have to do the 4 months grace.
Yeah.
You know? Oh,
Ooh.
do you know what John Jones tested positive for?
What was it?
Stuff that people take to cover up steroids.
Fucking scumbag.
If that's true, I'll have to agree with you.
He was always a scumbag.
No.
Always a
Unless he
scumbag.
cheated on purpose, he was never a scumbag.
He admitted there's a guy who was recording him with his phone when they were sitting there talking at an autograph place, and I don't know whose fight he was coming up against, and they were like, oh, he's known for cheating and all that. What would you do to combat that? He's like, I'll just cheat back. I'm a dirty fighter. Everybody knows I'm a dirty fighter. And they have that. Google that. There's a video of him saying that. It's like,
seen
yeah,
that video.
you are a
John
fucking
Jones
scumbag.
was tested 8 times since he came back. That's in 7 months. He was tested 8 times.
Yeah, he fucking should be.
For it from a test in June.
He fucking should be. Because they obviously weren't testing him for no reason. Testing him for a good fucking reason.
They were like him, Connor, and Sage are the 3 highest tested athletes in the biz.
Yeah, well, they're tested for a reason. He's an absolute utter scumbag.
Is that enough fight talk? I could go all night.
Yeah.
That's 33 minutes in me.
33 minutes.
All but one viewer.
Yeah. That's good. So what about a bit of football then? Bit of foosball.
Okay, get us started there while I get something.
Bit of Euro finale. Congratulations to Portugal on winning the Euros. Well done.
Ronaldo's one of my favourite footballers.
Ronaldo's now becoming one of my favourite people of all time. What a fucking absolute legend. I watched a kind of a little short video of his life, where he came from, his upbringing and stuff like that, when he started football, everything that he's done kind of thing.
How he conducts himself off the pitch.
Yeah.
Now this would be a tricky one for you to see, but
France to win. What's that? What's that little symbol after? 3 up, 3D.
No, 3 to 1.
3-1. Griezmann to score.
No. Griezmann, top scorer.
Oh, top scorer.
Right. I put that on the 28th of June. France to win the tournament. Griezmann, top scorer.
I thought you were putting in as France to win the final with Griezmann to score, and there he was with that open. There he was with the fucking open goal header, straight across, boom, up over the bar. Yeah, absolute dunk.
It was It was a great goal, wasn't it, by Eder?
Ah, something else. But
Yeah.
it came from a controversial handball decision
Oh,
that
I
went
thought Johnny Gibbs
against.
loved them apples.
Oh yeah, it went against France. You know what? I was watching on RTE, right, and I don't know which commentator was saying. He's like, "There's got to be some backlash over that," and he goes, "Just gonna say it. France are gonna come out and say a white man got a yellow card for a handball that was a handball to a black man's arm." To be fair, it's right. It's like black arm out, ball hits it. That white guy right there, he handled the ball.
Yeah. What's good
But
for the
yeah,
goose is not good for the gander sometimes.
exactly. And they almost scored off the free kick. What a strike!
I
Holy
know.
shit!
But it was
Holy
a
shit! That
great
was
match.
Coleman, wasn't it? Coleman took the
Portugal are getting a lot of stick over
El Portugal.
for how they played throughout the tournament. But you know how
Well,
they played? Like winners.
yeah.
They got grief for playing like South American team.
Well, they what? Won 1-6. I was back in the group stages,
I know.
and then the other five
No,
was
but
all
like they
penalties.
didn't lose.
Yeah. Well, they didn't lose.
You know that's the game they were playing. Like when you
Well,
only have Cristiano Ronaldo. I know there's Renato Sanchez and Quaresma and stuff like that, but they're not. They're not Ronaldo. They're not like what you would call world class players. You know.
hmm. See
Then
Ferguson after
Ronaldo
it.
comes off. Yeah, it was good. And
Yeah.
then Ronaldo gets taken off, and then he takes over as manager for the evening.
Yeah.
He's
That
got
was
off the bench.
brilliant.
He's like, "Yeah, get some bench. I got this."
Yeah. Sit the fuck down. Even at one point, he like grabs him and throws him back as well. Did you see that?
Yeah. It was brilliant.
That was good.
I mean, you love to see that.
There's about 4 or 5 occasions that he forgot that he hurt his knee and he's like jumping around and he was like, oh shit, yes, I did
Yeah.
that. Oops.
That was brilliant. I was absolutely delighted for him.
Yeah. I was gutted when he actually got taken off. Absolutely gutted for him. You could see it in his face. You could see that he wasn't like sitting there in pain. He wasn't thinking about the pain of his knee. He was just pissed that he's coming off for the final.
Yeah, and he was worried as well. You know that they
They
won't
were
pay
going to
to
let it
see his on,
slip. Yeah.
not in an egotistical way, and just being a realist.
Yeah. Well, that's it. Like, I mean, he is that damn good for a reason. Like,
I can't get enough of these Pokemon Go memes.
there's millions of them.
Oh, they're so funny.
What do you think of that police thing? The story
Yeah,
about
it's
the police
excellent.
officer. Who is your bleeding? The fucking aliens are out there. Conspiracy theory friend. Holy sweet Jesus.
Which one?
The
Oh,
Jason.
Jay. Yeah. He's mad for it. He is. He's like, that's all mainstream propaganda, man. That's how they
Yeah.
get you, man.
I was like, got a notification of someone commenting. I was like, reading on. Whoa,
He's one of the
calm down there, son.
he's one of the chemtrail believers as well. You know,
He's one of the what?
chemtrail believers.
What the fuck is a chemtrail?
Chemtrails.
What's a chemtrail?
Do you know when an airplane flies over the sky and leaves a white trail behind it
Yeah.
because of the difference in the temperature of the air when it's coming
Yeah.
out of the engine? Well, there's a lot of people, millions of people all over America that are 100% sure that chemtrails is the government spraying mind control.
What?
Yeah, Google that shit. I don't believe you. Can't believe you didn't hear about that.
That's the
Google
craziest
that
thing in the
shit.
world. That's as bad.
Google that shit now.
That's as bad as those crazy people at the World stuff, like.
Yeah, it's the same people.
Yeah,
And
it's the
like the
same
man,
people. The ones that are dumb, you know, those
like a
people that
man
don't
that was
have.
on that commented, "Go man, that's just propaganda shit, man." Hey, don't abuse our sponsor.
They were in
Look,
my way of
love you,
armrest.
Nescafe. Don't mind him.
Oh, I love you, Nescafe. What was it? Chem?
CHEM, chemical.
CHEM.
Chemtrails. Conspiracy. And
Chemtrail.
you'll be there all day because it's a huge thing. I can't believe you haven't heard of it.
Conspiracy. Chemtrail conspiracy.
Do you know Aaron Woods?
There's an unproven suspicion that long-lasting trails, so-called chemtrails, are left in the sky by high-flying aircrafts that consist of mind-controlled.
Serious?
Oh, a bunch of fucking retards. That's crazy.
Gas, isn't it?
Spray and being undisclosed to the general public, believed in theory, argues that normal contrails dissipate
Do you know Eddie Bravo?
relatively quickly. Johnny Bravo.
Eddie Bravo.
Was he? Is it like Johnny Bravo's little brother?
No, Eddie Bravo, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert. He used to be a commentator on UFC. Joe Rogan's mate.
Yeah.
He's a conspiracy theorist, and he's mad for his
I love,
chemtrails.
I love the way we can give them like names. Conspiracy theorists.
Theorists.
It's like yeah. It's like you're a chef. I'm a consultant. He's a conspiracy theorist. That's not a fucking thing. That's another way of saying you're dumb.
I know.
It's another way of saying that guy's got low intelligence.
Where were we here anyway before we got into this chemtrail shit?
I have no clue, but I want to get deeper. I want to go further down the rabbit hole. What other crazy shit is there? Oh yeah, people that believe that the world is flat.
Oh
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
it was because of your man that commented on the Pokemon Go thing.
Oh yeah. Jay, good guy.
Yeah. He's there going, listen, listen.
Don't believe that.
He's one of those. History is written by the victors. You know, the Holocaust 100% didn't happen. I was like, for sure it did happen. You think?
Yeah.
He's like, no.
You tell that to all the dead people. You tell that to all the dead people.
No, but he's like, you think you can have the time and resources to kill 6 million Jews? If that's true, how is there any Jews left? Point proven. The Holocaust didn't happen because all the Jews they split out and spread all over the world. It never happened. I was like, it did happen. He's like, no, there was about 150,000 Jews killed in the Holocaust.
Up to that, what did they all just like congregate in the one town?
Yeah.
Any Jew that wants to leave, sorry, you're not allowed. You're a Jew. You're meant to stay in this one town. So that if someone wants to take out our religion, all they have to do is just take out this one town, and we're gone. Can we do that with like Christians and like every religion? Can we just like say like, right, Ireland is just for Christians. All the Christians come into Ireland is like bomb it. It's like, right, all the like, any other religion that's just gonna fuck the shit up in another country, bomb it.
Yeah.
And then just have like all like atheists taking over America. I like it.
I have the best video ever, but it's 10 minutes long.
No.
Shit. It's
That's
Eddie
poopy.
Bravo's conspiracies on 9/11, that it's an inside job and, steel beams melt, etc.
Yeah. I watched one before, and they were like, steel beams. Like, was it they went on to say like the fuel in the planes burns at a certain temperature, and steel melts at a much higher temperature, and the reason why the towers fell at a consistent straight down was because it was a fucking tall building and it was heavy fucking shit, because that's why it fucking fell down and a plane hit it, motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why the building burned. It got hit by a fucking jumbo jet.
Yeah. No, that's what they want you to believe. No, that's what I believe, because there's like 700 videos of people with their phones showing planes hitting the thing. Like,
No. The planes, they just set off the explosion of the inside of the building was made with tannerite. Yeah.
yes, so we knew the exact velocity, angle, and speed in which that plane's going to hit, so that it didn't actually topple the building to the side, so that the controlled explosions could make the building collapse straight. Fuck off! It's a jumbo fucking jet. There's no way you can do that.
Yeah. If a jumbo jet hits anything, it's going to burn.
Yeah, and it's coming down.
Okay, look,
Fucking idiots.
just play a little bit of the audio from this one. Can we do that?
A little bit. Are we going to get copyright? Is it this? Because this is a YouTube video.
Yeah, we get copyright. What we just had the audio. Okay,
Nah,
we'll
we'll leave it.
Watch afterwards.
Eddie Bravo, Johnny Bravo's little brother, talks about some crazy shit.
If you watch the last, I don't know. Do you listen to the Fight Companions on Joe Rogan's podcast?
No,
No,
really
they're
should
the
though.
best podcast out there. They're rare, like, so whenever there's a UFC fight night on and Rogan isn't commentating, he does.
Oh, is this the one that they like kind of do it live while it's going? They just like watch it in the studio.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
they did
really
one a
should
while
actually
ago.
watch it.
And they were like, it was over, and they were like 2.5 hours in, And then Brendan Schaub said something like, "Here, for the last 10 minutes, why don't you talk to us about 9/11 and chemtrails, right?" And he goes, 15 minutes? I don't have 15 minutes. And Joe Rogan goes, "Here, listen, fuck it, Eddie Bravo. You've got 2.5 hours." And he's like, "Right." And he starts going off, right, about chemtrails, 9/11, Tower 7. The
Fuck is Tower
government
7?
made, after Vietnam, the government made the Doors and Nirvana.
What?
Yeah,
They
stop.
did not.
So,
No, no, no,
I'm
no,
serious.
Eddie.
The
No.
Rolling Stones.
No.
The government did it.
What?
Yeah. As part of mind control, that and chemtrails.
Was it like? Is this him playing with like the records backwards? Ozzy Osbourne,
Yeah, he's one of them. He
and
always
somehow that
starts off
means
his
like
mad conspiracy
kill
theories by
yourself.
saying, "Now listen, this isn't even a conspiracy theory. This is fact, right? You can look this up."
Yeah, yeah. Just because the fucking internet says it doesn't make it fact.
Yeah.
The internet also tells you that, like, Elvis is still alive.
Yeah. And what about Tower 7? What about Tower 7, eh? What about Tower 7?
What is Tower
Oh,
7?
man. It's too funny, though, seriously. You
I'm
have
have
to
to
listen.
ask that twice.
That one in particular now. But anyway,
Yeah.
back to Pokemon Go.
Pokemon Go. Have you started playing it yet?
No, I haven't got it yet. I'm waiting for the real version of it on iTunes.
Oh, so the version that everybody's been playing, like, that I've been seeing on Facebook, isn't actual Pokemon Go?
You download an Android app on APK?
No, because I've got an iPhone.
Yeah, same here. There's your answer. You can basically, with APK, you can get apps that are non-regional.
Oh, so what? Like, does America and stuff like that have it out right now?
America, Australia, and Japan have it. So they said
Pricks.
that when they set up the servers, right, for those three countries, they're like, this game is going to be huge. We're expecting 3 million downloads,
Unbelievable, massive.
right? And they said, so we're going to do servers for 3 times that many, right? So we're going to make up a server for 9 million users. And it crashed to bits when 16 million people downloaded it in the three countries alone.
I was about to say, I was like, yeah, that's aiming a little bit low there, guys.
Isn't it?
It's Pokemon, for fuck's sake. The thing's like
No, but
massive.
they thought only Pokemon fans are going to do it. And the demographics of Pokemon is, say, 12 to 28. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this game, like, I want to get it. Source wants to get it. The boys are going to get their own one. There was some dude on the Lewis today, right? And
Walking around Lewis trying to catch a Pokemon.
no, he was sitting on the Lewis, just messing around on his phone, and he got a notification, yeah, saying that there's a Magikarp near you now. So he had to take out his phone and look around, and then sitting there in front of him is a fucking Pokemon, and he had to battle it on the Lewis. And then he won that Pokemon.
Well, what do you do to battle it? Do you have to, like, what do you do?
It's similar gameplay to Paper-Bin.
Flicking and stuff,
Yeah,
like.
so you flick your Pokeball, you have to hit it in the head. Simple as that.
And
And then you get to keep the Pokemon. And then
do you only get, like, one shot, or do you get, like, is there a
you
timer that
get
you
two
gotta
or three
flick it so
shots,
many
like,
times?
you get as many shots as you can before it runs away, like.
Alright.
And then if you have to catch loads of that particular Pokemon to evolve it. But if you just go out and walk around, now it's all hooked up to your GPS and Google Maps. You know that, yeah?
Yeah, that's what. Well, I asked that, and you never answered on the bleeding chat that we were
Well,
having there the other
apology.
day.
I wanted to keep as much of it for the podcast as I could. So
Yeah.
it's hooked up with GPS and Google Maps. And there's millions of Pokemons. Now, they've been making this game for 3 years, yeah? I saw the
Yeah.
first trailer for this well over a year and a half ago with Killian. And he's just been dying for it ever since. And they put Pokemon, hundreds of thousands of them, all over the whole world. And then put all the rare ones at the end of like long trails, the top of mountains that people can walk up onto, um, landmarks. So you get there's a very rare one at the gates of the Guinness Storehouse.
Oh yeah.
There's a very rare one on the top of the Sugarloaf Mountain.
Ha, class.
There's another very rare one at the Spire. And then they have Like you could have like the entrance to the Phoenix Park could be a Pokestop, which is like a hub for training and fighting your Pokemon that you have. And when you're there, you will get eggs. And in order for your egg to hatch, you have to carry that egg for 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, or 8 kilometers, depending on the rarity of the egg.
Huh.
Okay? So people are getting out and they're walking around. And you know, like these fat Americans, they're actually getting out and walking around. And it's making them feel good because they're finally getting a bit of exercise, right?
Yeah, yeah.
There was a Pokemon today put a rare Pokemon put on outside the Sydney Opera House, right? And 10 minutes later, there was 2,500 people
Ha.
outside Sydney Opera House battling this Pokemon.
Deadly.
And it's not like forced fun to find it gets it. If it's there, it's there. So
Yeah,
you could
for
be going
everybody,
out and
everybody's app can go into it.
yeah, and now they're set everywhere, not just at landmarks and capitals. So you could be there walking down the road and you walk by like a pond or the canal, and then a water base. You get a notification saying, "Oh, I don't know me Pokemon. I never liked it." The only fish
Squidgle.
I know is the only fish one I know is Magikarp, right?
Yeah.
So there's a Magikarp near you, and then it will be it could be like within 20 meters any direction. So you have to take your phone out and you're walking around like, going, where is this thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So
And you
there's
look
going to
up and
be
there's like six more people doing the same thing, and then you look
yeah,
over and there's like one scumbag going, "I'm gonna whip everybody's phone while they're holding out like this."
yeah. So there's going to be people robbing phones, right? There's going to be people getting exercise. There's going to be people meeting other people that are like-minded, Pokemon followers, gamers, whatever, right? There's going to be new people going to new places. There's going to be people traveling to collect Pokemon. There's also
Well,
going to be people walking out under cars.
yeah.
There's going to be people walking into lampposts. There's going to be people crashing their cars and killing children. There's going to be people walking off the edge of cliffs. There's
Ah,
going to
dude.
be mistakes that
Surely, surely, there's some guys that are gonna be like, you know what? Let's not put them anywhere near the edge of a cliff, a canal, a river, a lake, right beside a motorway, volcanoes. I can't think of anything else. Wells. Timmy, don't go
so
down the well.
this is something different. This is not a Pokemon game. This is a little social.
Social experiment. This is what it is. To see if
Yeah,
the fatties
that's
will
what it
actually
is.
get off their
And it's
ass.
and I wonder how it's going to evolve. Like remember when War Z came out originally? It wasn't a people killing people game. It was people going out and they're like, right, they people come onto the server and the people that own the servers had set up a base camp on the beach and said, here you go. Here's a gun for you. Here's some bandages. Here's this, that. Go off out, survive against the zombies. If you come across something else, bring it back. Keep your big guns and give us back your handgun that we gave you to start off. If you get a surplus of bandages and medicines, bring it back here. We'll give it to the next person. Then the game evolved into
I'm gonna steal your shit.
give me that shit. Some clever spark spawned in at Chinaris, and they were like, "Hey, welcome to Chinaris. I'm a dev. Here's a pistol, and here is a. Don't point that pistol at me. Here is some medicine, and what are you doing? Don't you?" And then somebody's there going, "I've got all the guns."
I've got it all now. Stand there like someone else spawns in. Come on over and have a bang. Bullet in the
There's this guy.
face.
There's this guy down in America that bought a church 10 years ago, but because that church hasn't been updated on like the Google servers or whatever it is, the church is down as a Pokestop and there's a rare Pokemon in there and a battleground in his gaff. And he's like, people just keep coming up and like hundreds of people will be standing outside my house not knowing that this isn't the church anymore. And they're coming up trying to battle some Pokemon and train up their Pokemons.
He's like opening up the door, going, "Get off my lawn!"
It's going to be deadly. And like, so if you and the boys have it, yeah,
Yeah.
and you're bored and you're looking for something to do, you'd be like, here, I heard there's a rare Pikachu in Blessington. Let's go and look for it.
Let's go search for this motherfucker.
Let's go search for this motherfucker. And you just go and have a bit of crack with the boys. Do you know what I mean?
Sounds good. It's good idea anyway to get the fatties off their ass.
Yeah. It's something
Yeah.
different.
Bit of
It's no
exercise,
good.
bit
I
of
want to see
oxygen in
how
the
it
blood.
evolves, but
Yeah, I wonder how many more games are actually going to come out because of it, like this.
yeah,
Now, this one's probably like, what, 3 years in development. But then you see, like everything, it gets shorter and shorter. Like, you look at Daisy. Daisy was years in development. Then Warzy came out, did it within a year. Then, like, H1Z1 came out, did it in a year, and stuff like that. And games are popping out left, right, and centre because of it. And it's just evolved from what Daisy was originally to what, like, let's say H1Z1 is now today.
I know.
Yeah. Another good game. I only got it there recently. Got it there a couple of days ago because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't tired. Maybe had something to do with drinking like 2 cans of Monster and having a couple of coffees. Thank you very much, sponsors. Yeah, so I was like,
Use the code OnFleek podcast at checkout for 5% discount. Carry on.
okay. Yeah. So it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Got the laptop out. I was down in the sitting room. I was just flicking through like Twitch and all that. And like one of the guys that I normally watch was playing a different game. I was like, what the hell is Dead by Daylight?
Okay.
Clicked in. I was like, oh my god, this looks amazing. I don't care how much it is. I'm getting it. It was
Is it
only
a
20.
survival game?
No, it's not a zombie survival game. It's a horror movie survival game.
A jump scare game.
No. Well, kind of. Not like what you would know of like Fear and stuff like that, right? What it is right? It's a map probably the size of like a normal sort of Call of Duty map, right? Even
Okay,
maybe
Dead
a
by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight, yeah. And what it is, it's a 4v1 game. It's PvP.
Dahi plays it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 survivors, 1 serial killer. And what you're doing is you're in like the map is like a forested area with like bushes and rubble and stuff like that, and it's all foggy and it's at night time. There's 6 generators, and the objective of the game is if you're a survivor, right? You're one of the 4 survivors. You have to turn on 4 of the 6 generators to turn on an electric gate to escape away from the serial killer. If you're the serial killer, you just have to kill the 4 survivors. But they're sneaking around in the forest and all that, hiding in bushes and all that. You can't attack, fight, or anything like that.
Does everybody know who the murderer is, or is it one of the 4?
No, it's an actual serial killer.
I'm
Like you
looking
get,
at it now. That looks fucking deadly.
it is absolutely brilliant, and your heart is pounding because if you spot the serial killer, the actual heartbeat starts to get faster on your headset the closer he gets to you. And like
If you know he's there.
if you know he's there, yeah. If you spot him, if you don't spot him, you're just like, what the fuck? Then you turn around, he's like there. But there's like different things as you level up your characters. There's 4 characters to pick from, and you can like level
What
them up.
childhood game is that a copy of? See if you can get it.
This game,
Yeah. Obviously, take out the death and zombies, but the objective. What is that the same as?
Goosebumps? No, not
Kick the
Goosebumps.
can.
Kick the can?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I just saw someone getting wrecked. Do you remember Kick the Can, where there'd be 4 people against one? One person would be guarding a lamppost, yeah?
Oh, tip the can.
Kick the can, you
Tip
fucking
the can.
posh cunt.
Tip the can.
Kick the can.
Tip it.
Isn't that the same though? Because you turn on generators while he's out looking for you, where he could just sit back and guard one of the generators and.
Yeah. Well, if let's say
Kill
right.
by the looks of things, yeah.
No. If you're the serial killer and you're hitting the survivors, first hit injures them. Second hit knocks them on the ground, right?
Oh yeah, he's crawling around, yeah.
Yeah. So then the serial killer is. But what happened to me, right, was funny. Your man downed me, but he downed me in a kind of foresty bush area. And so I like crawled through the bushes, and he couldn't see me. I could see him like spin around, looking, going like, "Shit, where's that guy that I just put on the ground?"
No way.
I just crawled over and like hid behind a rock, and then you can wait. And one of the other survivors, when someone's down, if you're another survivor, you can see their body red through all bushes and stuff like that, so you can run over and heal them and pick them up and all. It is class. Also, it's on G2 Play for €15.
15 quid, yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 quid on Steam if you get it through the Steam shop. But I went on to g2play.com and got it for 15 quid. It is class. Your heart does be pounding, and you can pick whether you want to be the killer or whether you want to be the survivor. I haven't played as the killer yet. I've played a good few games as a survivor. and if you go down to one person left, if you're the last survivor, right, and you've turned on 2 generators, a random um, sort of hatch appears somewhere on the ground, somewhere on the map. So you don't have to go and turn on the other 2 generators. You can just find this hatch and escape through that. But it pops up randomly anywhere. It's never in the same spot again. Like let's say and there's a couple of different types of maps. So if you're on this map and it appears beside this generator, next time when you're playing that map and it appears when you're the last one left, it could be on the further side of the map in the corner. I was in a match and I died second, I think, and you can spectate then, so you can just turn on spectator mode and just watch the match play out then. And one guy, he was last one left, and he was running around for ages. He was checking everywhere. We had turned on 2 generators already, and when he became last person, the hatch was somewhere, but he's running around the map like mad, trying to hide from him, man, but find this hatch without having to try to turn on another generator, because the generators take ages to turn them on, especially if you just one on your own. The bar goes up so fucking slow. If you get 2 or 3, you just turn it on at the same time, the bar just like shoots up. Such a good game.
That sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
That sounds like the crack.
You should get that. Definitely should get that. And we should play together.
That sounds like my shit.
And you know it's not like most my mic is echoing down.
Yeah, hold on.
It's not like most what was I gonna say? I can't even remember what I was gonna say now. You put me off. Pete,
Sorry, man. We fucking.
washing machine has just kicked into action, has it?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it off. Hold on.
Pete's washing machine's having a heart attack.
So professional, eh?
Yeah.
Podcast in.
25 podcasts in. It's only the first time the washing machine has attacked our podcast.
I think it's the second time.
Oh, is it?
Turned it off before it happened. Like.
But yeah, doesn't that sound like a class game?
That sounds like an absolutely class game.
And as you level you guys up, you unlock like different perks and stuff like that. You get points throughout the game as you go for like, you know, turning on generators, helping someone off a hook, because the serial killer can pick you up, right? If he's unlocked insta kill, he can kill you on the ground, but if he has that insta kill, he can only do it to one survivor in that one game. Otherwise, he brings you. If you're the serial killer, you bring them over to a hook. You hook them up on a hook,
Yeah.
and if they're up on a hook for a certain amount of time, these like spikes come down, and you get sacrificed. Now, if you're
I saw someone there lifting somebody off. Are they alive again then if you get them off?
Yeah, if you get them off, they're injured, right? So they you hobble around. But if someone has a med kit, so again, you have to like level your guy up to the point where you can unlock a med kit. Then you also have to like kind of buy a med kit for that match. But if you don't use that med kit and escape, you still have that med kit again. It's back in your inventory. But if you either use it or you die while you have it,
So if
then
you
you've lost it.
Can somebody else use a medikit on you?
Yeah. So yeah, you can drop it. Well, if you've got the med kit, you've got self heal, so you can heal yourself, or you can just drop the med kit on the ground and someone else can pick it up. Same with torches as well. So if the serial killer has picked someone up and walking along with them, you can hide, say, behind a rock, wait till the serial killer's about to go past, step out and shine your torch on him. He drops down, they get to run, and the serial killer's all dazed, and their screen goes white, and then you just run, and then and by the time the serial killer's vision comes back, you just like scarp it. It's good, and then like as you level up as well, you get new skins, so you get new like t-shirts and jumpers, and if you're the serial killer, you can get like different masks, so you can be like there's Jason masks, there's Michael Myers masks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's unreal.
The one I saw there, you had like a demon, like a spine skull weapon.
Yeah, as well. You can unlock. You can either have like say an axe, a hammer, a chainsaw, and then if you're the serial killer, you get bear traps as well that you can put on the ground. So I had a guy fuck me over earlier on. He hooked someone up, and I sat in the bushes, kind of like looking over. I watched him run off after another survivor, so I was like, right, I'll run over and get your man off the hook. He put a bear trap directly at the bottom of your man. So when I went to run over and get him off the hook, the bear trap snared me, and I was stuck. So he just came over, then hit me with his fucking axe, picked me up and stuck me on another hook. I was like, bastard.
No way.
Yeah, and then the bear trap is reusable, so he just picked the bear trap up and reset it underneath the two of us. You can't. There's no voice chat, so I couldn't even like scream to someone else that was coming over to try to save us. It's like,
There's no voice chat.
no.
Oh, that's a game changer.
Yeah, so if you're in a match with like randomers, you can't talk to them.
No way.
But like if we're playing, we can just go onto our TeamSpeak and just like chat to each other. Like,
Oh, all right.
yeah, which is what I want. I want to get 4 people together and play this, so that the 4 of us are survivors, and we could like run in packs of 2. So
We get Kieran and Gary. We have the crack.
yeah, so we like say me and you run together, Gary and Kieran run together. I'll be turning the generator on while you're like running around looking to see if the serial killer's coming. If he's coming, you tell me like, hey, get off and run. And we'll, like that way, because up till now I've been playing it on my own, and it's kind of hard. Like,
yeah, of course, without any.
Communication between us, like it's nearly nigh on impossible. Like, but yeah,
Like the crack.
£15, you can't go wrong.
Pokemon Go is free.
You can't go wrong.
Free is cheap.
Cause I'm free falling. Right, POBG. Shall we call it?
We call it, really?
We call it.
All right. Oh,
Right.
back on the mic, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good to get back at it. We had the last couple of weeks has been weird. You've been on holidays, then I was on holidays, breaking it up.
Changing jobs, all this shit.
Yeah.
Now Dahi is the serial killer, and he has a hammer,
Yeah.
and somebody else is turning on the generator.
Yeah, and that's another thing as well. When you turn the generator on, all the floodlights around the generator turn on. So you have to like just literally as soon as you turn on, just like fucking sprint it, because like you're seeing like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, controls look okay as well. There's a good mantle on it.
Oh yeah, the controls are like,
Looks good. Oh, she's getting chased through, and she's pulling down the walls and crates behind her.
yeah, if the serial killer's chasing behind you, you can pull down these crates, and he has to then smash them, so it slows him down, so you get to run and jump. And there's containers.
Now he's hiding behind bales.
Yeah, there's like black
Get wrecked.
there's black and red sort of these like lockers that you can open up and hop in and close, and there's loads of them around the map. See, I was turning on a generator.
See that red light, yeah, that there.
Yeah, he can see that as well. It helps lighten up the ground. So if you're in a bush, he like shines it down. Like if you're a serial killer, you look down, it shines up the bush so you can see them.
That looks deadly. Bye, man.
Right, POBG.
One bit.
It's been good. Everybody that was watching, everybody that has watched, everybody that was watching, that will be watching in the future. Thank you very much. We much appreciate it.
In and out. Appreciate it a lot.
Yeah.
See you
Peace
on
out.
Monday.